So if you're unfamiliar with the suspension, the front coil spring, I've heard it my whole life, but I've never seen it, never seen video or anything like that. It's under so much compression that if you mess up, it could kill you. This is by far one of the least favorite things of mine to do, but I've got this tool, makes it super easy. So you just take this, you're gonna put it down, and then it's basically that, and you tighten it and it compresses, but there's these little hooks, so theoretically it can't go anywhere. I've never had an issue with it. I'm always super careful, but it's always just a little bit of a pucker time, I guess you would say. I've got it installed, well, got the spring compressor installed, got it brought up about halfway. You can see it's under so much tension. There's a lot of ratcheting to get there. So let's get it. Move that little rubber pad out of the way. And up here at the top, it's kind of hooked. I don't know if I'm gonna have to readjust it or not. We'll see. Still got a lot of room to go, so I think we're gonna be okay as far as not running out of thread on the bolt. So I think we can start letting it down. Let's see. Well, plan B, be right back. All right, so after many tries of trying to get those springs into the car, I don't know that they're the correct ones. They were given to me by a guy that I sold the original engine to. They're supposed to be V8 springs, supposed to be for this Mustang, but I don't know. So luckily, I'm very thankful to have a Summit about 30 minutes away from me. So I went and got some of CPP's Viking coilovers, and we're gonna put it in, and hopefully I didn't make a huge mistake. So unboxing everything, arguably the most important thing in any purchase is you get an awesome sticker. All right, so here is the shock or strut part of it. It came with this thrust bearing set, so you can see, and it does say in the instructions that you need to put anti-seize on the body and in between these, I guess, where the bearing surfaces. So let's do that real quick. And it did say both sides, so let's set that up there for a second. I don't know how much to put, but I assume too much is better than not enough. So that's the theory we're going to go with. But I'm sure just like a small skim coat is plenty. And I've been working on cars for years and actually had to go buy this. Not sure why, I've never used it, but kind of suspicious and concerning and, you know, all the above. So I do know that it is a pain in the butt to work with because it gets everywhere. So let's loosen up these collars real quick. Probably should have done that first, but you know, can't all be perfect. Oh yeah, that's why it's no fun. I'm just gonna rub some of that off right on there. See if I can't get my hand a little clean. And I'm using this, it's just a Permatex. They had some copper one, but I really didn't want, I liked that the silver would kind of be not really in your face like copper, so that's why we went with silver. Make sure you get it down actually in the threads too. And I'm sure this is more necessary up north and something that gets driven a lot more than this one will be, you know, to be able to adjust the ride height. But I'm going to do it anyway because that's what the directions told me to do. So that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and slip that bad boy on there. See if I can't clean that off. Yeah, so first impression with the anti-seize, don't wear clothes that you care about. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's awful. I should have worn gloves. Look at that. One little bearing. That's all we've done. I would imagine that's probably adequate. So let's put that back right there for just a second. Get this bearing. Let's push that shock down. So put that thrust washer or thrust bearing right there. Turn that a little bit. Which is pretty cool. I did not know they made those for coilovers. If you've ever tried to adjust a coilover without that, it is not a whole lot of fun, but I imagine that's going to make it a lot easier. All right, number 2. I know now that I don't need a 1/4 pound of this on here because it gets everywhere quick, fast, and in a hurry. So just to let you know, I am an idiot because those do, well, actually, I may not be an idiot. Hold on. I don't know. That may have to go between the adjuster and the spring seat. Let me see. It says install the spring seat washer, then the bearing, then the second washer. The spring seat washer, then the bearing, then the second washer. If you do not use the thrust bearing kit, coat one side washer supplied with shock with anti-seize. Yeah, it's got a little picture. It says on top. I don't know if you can see that or not. No, of course not. Yeah, there it is a little bit. So you can see up here. Okay, so voila. So let's see if I can do this. That does rotate quite easily. Cool. Okay, so let's get one of these in place to hold this bad boy. Maybe. That's not threaded, so I guess it's just offset a little bit. Okay. Let's get this one in. Guess we're threading that one too. Okay, that's fine. All right. So is that, we're going to do a washer and a lock nut. Looks like all grade 8, so that's good to know. Let's see. I may have to get the jack out. Let's see. Oh, I got that one on. Can we go 2 for 2? It's amazing the dexterity you have in your fingers and stuff, especially after working with your hands a long time. Even though I've been really out of the field for many years, I've continued to work on my own stuff and projects here and there. And come on. Cool, 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 cool. All right. These are not the correct, or this is not the correct hardware that came with the kit. It actually came with these and log nuts. Not sure what grade that is, but it came with those. It also came with some new grade 8 hardware, but the little nuts that are like tack welded underneath this little strut tower cap thing, seeing as how it's 60 years old, it's kind of deteriorated, so I just had to put them on there and had to rethread one. So actually kind of notched this when I was cutting the old ones out, so I'm going to end up getting a new cap. So I just did this just so I can get it on the ground. It's tight. I'm not going to be driving it or road racing it right now, let alone driving it. So it'll be fine until I can get the new towers. I think it's going to work. I just had a wrench. There it is. So this does have a washer and a lock nut on there, like I said earlier. And it's protruding out of the bottom. Cool. I was kind of worried about it being too short. It's almost like the CPP coilovers and the CPP upper control arm and mini subframe kit work well together. Huh. Go figure. And kind of interesting, I bought these used off a guy from Facebook Marketplace. Never been installed. They were about 10 years old because the new ones are all black, which I do like the look of that. But with the new coil spring that's silver, I think it looks pretty good. It's more, I don't know, it stands out, I guess, more so than a black one would. And if you're wondering why I don't have a battery powered wrench, I have an air wrench, but it's too loud. It's kind of late at night right now. Get out here when I can. All my money goes other places, so can't really buy tools with it if I want car parts or gun parts or just everyday items, especially gas now. Jeez. Cool. So done with this one. I need to go in and take a shower. It's already getting late. It's 9:53 at night p.m. Got a big mess to clean up, as you can see. So there's the finished product. Looks pretty good. It is the CSRP spindle kit, or I guess front disc brake conversion. Got the V8 steering linkage, and it's an SN95 conversion kit. So I'll be putting those brakes on soon. So like and subscribe if you would, that would be awesome. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.